Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about a project I've done about the mountain's gorilla. I think it's a truly fascinating animal that originated in Africa, Central Africa in fact. So now I'm going to talk a little about where they live. As you can probably guess, and as you can see in this first photo, their name reflects the environment they live in, tropical mountain forests. Now, the slight odds are those apes. They build nests out of leaves, but they don't make their nests high up as other species do. Mountain gorillas make them on the ground instead, and they sleep wherever they end their day, and they rarely sleep in the same bed twice. So I move on to talk about the physical features of the mountain's gorilla. In other words, what it looks like. So here are some photographs on screens for you all to have a look at. This gorilla here on the left is a male gorilla. We know that he's an older male gorilla because of the colors of his coat. As you can see, his coat is gray. His colors are silverback. Younger male gorillas are colored blackbacks, and there's an obvious reason for that. Yes, a young adult male has a black coat. As he gets older, his coat turns from black to gray. Next, I'm going to tell you a little about the diet of the mountain gorilla. Interestingly, mountain gorillas are herbivores. In other words, they survive on a diet of plants. As you can see from this next picture, this gorilla is eating leaves. They also eat fruits and flowers. They occasionally eat insects too, but only when they are very hungry. And it's my interest to you to know that mountain gorillas very rarely drink water, even though they live in a very warm climate. It appears they get all the water they need from plants. I'd like to conclude by talking about some of the threats that mountain gorilla face. They are in serious danger of disappearing from our world altogether. Let's have a look at two reasons why they are in such danger. And both of these reasons are connected to human activities. Firstly, pupils are damaging the mountain forest where these gorillas live. They are cutting down the trees to build farms and towns. Mountain gorilla live in closed family groups, and this means that it's difficult for them to get enough to eat in the small area they now have to live in. Secondly, gorillas gorillas are also suffering as a result of hunting. Sadly, some people fight and kill them to self. So it's a very sad situation in death for these beautiful animals.